Welcome back, Gamer Bears. It is time for our new playthrough, and today, since Mega Man X3 is now out of the way, we get to my favorite of the Mega Man X series, Mega Man X4. I'm gonna click Start Game, and as I've stated in previous videos, we have two choices for this game, unlike the first three Mega Man X games. We got X himself or Zero, but for today's playthrough, or this playthrough specifically, we will choose X. Now, why don't we enjoy ourselves a cutscene? Oh boy, I wonder who that is. For the fourth time?
It's about the Maverick hunters, General. They are far too eager to please the humans and continue to hunt down the reploids. Do you believe they pose a significant threat?
Perhaps.
You already know the truth, General. Their sole mission has been to destroy any reploids who fail to do as the humans order. It's in your best interest to stop them now, before they turn on you. You possess enough power to destroy them!
You are dismissed.
What?
I will not betray the humans. Remove yourself from my sight. My business with you has concluded.
Yeah, one thing y'all notice is the voice acting in this game is kind of lackluster. It's probably one of the lesser points in this game. But if that's really the bad extent of this game, then we're in for a lot of good in this game, and I'll be showing it. Mavericks have been found at point 5567. The Mavericks occupy the Sky Lagoon using the most advanced weapons available. The army appears to be the Repliforce. Roger that. I'm on my way now. That look at that little pose he does. Ah yes, y'all need to listen to the music in this stage right here. Before I get into anything else, just take a good listen while I move around with X here. Oh, look at that, it says Capcom in the background. I genuinely never noticed that. Alright, you know what? Enough of that. Well, why I had that little pause there for a second is because that song is just really good. I freaking love the Sky Lagoon theme. This theme is awesome. Honestly, one of the greatest themes in this game. One of the things I will be stating over and over in this game is the soundtrack in this game is absolute flames. This game's soundtrack is wonderful. Y'all need to listen to it. There's just so much emotion in a lot of these songs, and this is a freaking PS1 game, for fuck's sake. It's awesome. But anyways, enough of the music for a little bit, at least till a little bit later in the game. Because the music is one thing I'll totally never shut up about. Alright, come on, break that, thank you, let's get in here. But as usual, we have our basic dash that we had in X2 and X3, and our basic charge shots and whatnot. Your Dragoon from the 14th unit. This isn't good, X. That Maverick just destroyed the power reactor. That was you dumbass. Nani? Then the Sky Lagoon will come crashing into the ground. It's too late, X. It's time I made my escape. I suggest you do the same. Don't do anything reckless on the way out, okay? The city below will soon become a sea of flames. Many people will perish. Hello, Aaron. How are you doing today? Welcome to the new playthrough, and my favorite of the Mega Man X games. I have no choice but to escape from here and head to the city below. And now the really good music is kind of gone, but this song's still real good as well. What? The city has been completely destroyed. They were innocent people. I won't forget this. Alright, and oh, Jesus. X with his basic dash attack, and this time it even has a new animation in this game. He's got some after images going behind him, showing how fast he moves. I like that detail. But as I've stated before, we're going to have 3 separate playthroughs in this game. One with just normal X / the 4th armor, the armor he has in this game. One with 0, and one with Ultimate Armor X where oh, frick. Now, I see the chat on my screen. I see the chat on other computer screens as well. Maybe it's something up with your screen. I'm seeing the chats just fine. But anyways, what was I saying? But I'm going to have 3 separate playthroughs of this game, and this will be the first one. And to keep the variety going, I'm going to have some other playthroughs in the middle. Alright, I'm not falling for that trick again. It might just be obscured by the sidebars there. And those 2 characters you see on the left of the screen, we'll talk about those 2 later on. Why am I thinking I have the air dash? Oh no. But also, another thing this game really has is that the armor set in this game is probably by far the best of any Mega Man X game. And when y'all know that soon enough. Any of you who are well versed in Mega Man X4, yeah, you know which armor I'm talking about. Man, I've played this game with the Ultimate Armor so many times. Honestly, I forgot how hard this game is with no Armor X. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Well, at least they give me a life. Get me out of here. Alright, we're good. Alright, and we should have our first boss. And hey, remember when I stated I'd be doing a little bit of sipping? Yeah, that'd be for one of them. Anyways, here is a dragon or whatever the hell his name was. The first boss in this game, pretty easy. He's like the first boss in both X2 and X3, just goes down pretty fast. Very simple attack pattern, just pretty much to serve as a little crash course of the game. And it won't be the last time we have such easy bosses too, because X5 and X6 also have the same thing. But again, it's gonna be a while before we get to those 2 games. Ow, he just swipes at me. You know what I just realized as well about this dragon? He kind of looks like the mech dragon from Mega Man 2. Well, whenever I inevitably play Mega Man 2, I can bring that in to account here. Okay, dodges that. Taste a charge shot, man. They're tasty, aren't they? Delicious, nutritious charge shots. Have them in your complete breakfast. And he's down. And you know what they say, cool guys don't look at explosions. That's why X is looking to the left like that. Oh man, alright, here's this man. His name is Colonel. And he's got a little more significance in Zero's side of the story. Which is another selling point in this game, that X has a slightly different story, and so does Zero. We can get more into that as the story progresses. Who are you? I'm... wait a minute. Let me get my Colonel voice going. I'm the Colonel of the Repliforce. Has the Repliforce been occupying this area? What are you talking about? I only come to save my sister. Because that other friend of yours has been screwing around with her too much, if you know what I mean. And I don't like it. Let me stop. The army is responsible for all the violence in this region. It's not the Repliforce. Nevertheless, I want you to disarm and follow me back to the HQ. Never. You're asking my soldiers to drop their weapons? The only time we drop our weapons is when we aren't able to fight any longer. Well, you will be regarded as a Maverick, and then treatment as such. Do as you will. The Repliforce would sooner fight and die than discard our pride. Consider us Mavericks if this is what you wish. Wait, calm down, Colonel. He just vanishes into thin air. What the? Something's got to give. Otherwise, the entire Repliforce will be considered to be Mavericks. I wonder who's pulling the strings in the back. Alright, and yeah, I've got a bunch of save files on here, and this is my Ultimate Armor save file that I do want to save for a later day. And we'll just keep this bit of save data right here for this playthrough. Let us continue. We've got time. And we have ourselves yet another cutscene.
Brave soldiers of Repliforce, We have all been wrongfully judged as Mavericks by the humans. We cannot suffer this indignity and live in disgrace. We will build our own nation of reploids. But remember, this is neither about insurrection nor rebellion against our human creators. This is about our liberty and security. We must battle for our own individual rights and our own survival. Together we will build our nation, a sanctuary for all reploids, our own utopia. Let us forge.
Yeah, I must apologize about that, Aaron. I'll figure that out. Like, I am still pretty new to this affiliate thing. It's probably got to be a better way to split the ads up, if you will.
We have no other choice. Let us fight valiantly, with courage and pride, without fear, for we are the Repliforce. The most powerful army.
Colonel, I can't take your voice seriously.
The general has
Same with
finally
you,
taken
Sigma.
action. And now, my Maverick hunters, what will you do? I'll be watching closely from here on out.
And who's this fat dude that's just standing here? Just randomly shows up out of nowhere. I wonder what he's about. We'll know for sure. Who are you? Call me Double, the Rookin' Hunter. Yeah, he's one of the two characters we have sitting on the left side of the screen over here. My liege, the Repliforce has begun. It's cool. Wait, Colonel? You're jumping to conclusions here. Sir, you've been given the orders to scramble. I'ma scramble you, you egg. Right, I'm leaving. Right now. Alright, here are our 8 Mavericks for this game. Jungle, infiltrate enemy-occupied jungle, and destroy the weapon under construction. In other words, web spider. Cyberspace, a bug has corrupted the network. Dive into cyberspace and exterminate it. Cyber peacock. Air Force, the Repliforce ship has taken off. Pursue and blast it out of the air. Storm Owl, not to confuse him with Storm Eagle from X1. Volcano Dragoon of the 14th Unit is a traitor. Locate and bring him back to Hunter HQ. Magma Dragoon, probably the best Maverick in this game, actually. Marine Base, Repliforce decimated the city and left. Pursue them aboard a land chaser. Jet Stingray. Biolab. The abandoned lab is now operational. Investigate and destroy the lab. Split Mushroom. Military train. A military train is moving supplies. Cut off the Repliforce's supply route. Slash Beast. And finally, Snow Base. We've discovered a hidden snow base. Halt production of their new weapon. Frost Walrus. How good for you. Yeah, finally done with it all. Alright, and here are 8 Mavericks, and probably one of the best set of Mavericks in this game. All of these guys are pretty cool in their own right. Now, often in my X4 playthroughs where I'm playing as X or 0, I tend to start with Web Spider. So, what's the point of breaking that tradition? Let's do it now. And I've played this game, well, mostly with the Ultimate Armor quite a number of times. I do remember the weakness on her. He protects the secret weapon of the jungle. Because I should probably wait till our Ultimate Armor playthrough to state why I tend to start with this stage first. But I think that can be inferred if you already know how the Ultimate Armor cheats work. And so here's our first stage, the jungle. I'm just blasting my way through all these aquatic-like creatures, which is one problem I do have with this level, is why there's so many aquatic-themed creatures here. I mean, I know I'm surrounded by some miniature waterfalls and stuff, but this is more a jungle than a waterfall area. And here is where the first armor piece is already. This battle should never have happened, X. Why must reploids fight each other? Why do these peacekeepers persist in fighting each other? This must be some sort of mistake. X, enter this capsule. Equipped with this to discover the truth. Equipped with this boot module and jump twice in the air to hover. You can move either left or right, and will remain airborne for a few moments. It is effective for navigating through higher and more. Okay, Dr. Light, you're rambling, dude. Just go. Hey, he is a literal virus, and that becomes even more apparent in the next game. And now here are our boot parts of the 4th armor. Allow me to demonstrate. As Dr. Light said, we can hover for a few seconds. For quite some time, actually. That's like a good 5-6 seconds, I'd say. And we won't get another boot part for, or another armor part for a little bit, that is. Was my mic acting weird again? It was just acting fine a second ago. Here we go again. Hold up a minute. You hear me now? Y'all hear me now? I think we're fine. I didn't go mute. Anyways. And we can do our normal air dash as well, just like back in X2 and X3. Which pretty much becomes stable with most armors in later games as well. And as I've stated in the X3 playthrough, becomes a straight up default in X7 and X8. And past that wooden pass, pretty easy to do. And yes, for once I don't have this armor. I just took those needles twice. Yeah, you missed, you loser. Get me up this ladder, he's almost killing me. Alright, we're not even halfway done with the stage just yet. Alright, now we're halfway through the stage. We're ready for the second half. And we've got full HP again, which is a recurring thing in the stages of this game. That is kind of a halfway checkpoint, if you will. Especially in X5, but this ain't an X5 playthrough, so we don't gotta worry about that right now. And I just dodged the bees. You missed. Freaking discount Hornet Chaser's looking... Yeah, you're never gonna be as good as that weapon in Mega Man 9. Which I have a feeling Mega Man 9, this game might have inspired Hornet Chaser from Mega Man 9. I wouldn't be surprised, these kind of look like those Hornets that you're supposed to out-use. This would be a little easier if I had some weapons, but a simple charge shot just cuts them like butter, quite literally. Ah, give me that. We need it. Alright, you see these little wooden logs over here? A certain fire-themed weapon has to cut through that, but we don't have that yet. So we simply cannot go through it. You gotta go the old-fashioned way rather than any shortcuts. And a heart piece is in that wooden part right here. And I'm shooting, that kind of deflects off. Which I kind of like that it shows that you need to use a certain weapon to break these. By them deflecting off like that. Alright, this webbed enemy is a little strange in my opinion. You gotta defeat the spiders in order to pass the way. But you can kind of just bypass them that way, really. If you want a damage boost. Alright, that's a full HP recover, kind of like the Maxim Tomatoes in the Kirby games. So this is the first X game, actually, I think, to have like instant heal items like that. Alright, here is our first boss. He can be a bit of a pain. Alright, Web Spider.
You've labeled us all as Mavericks. I won't let you pass. You shall not pass. I watched way too much Lord of the Rings last night. Turn back now.
Also, this is probably a really weird question, but does that electronic web hurt your ass any? I'm just curious. That has to be bad. Oh my god, this is why I don't really like this bot. Oh my god, look how much damage I took. Jesus Christ. Alright. This fight, honestly, believe it or not, is a lot harder with Zero. I remember when I first played this game, back in high school, on this exact Switch. and copy of the game, and I was having so much trouble with Zero on this fight. It wasn't fun. It was not fun. Well, he's more lightning themed in a way, especially his item. It's kind of like Galvantula, actually. Look at that, did Mega Man X predict Galvantula? Maybe they did. Alright, it looks like I found an easier way to dodge those. That'll come in handy for the Ultimate Armor playthrough. Fuck! God damn it. Alright, Web Spider round 2. And also, there's another nice little description that I've noticed with the bosses in this game. You see the little icon that's under the boss's health bar? That's the Repliforce logo. Now, I want you to pay attention to that with other Mavericks in this game, because the symbol tends to change, which is a nice little foreshadowing of their real allegiance. Which, if we've played the previous 3X games, which we know we have, it should be pretty obvious what that is. Fuck! Why? Shit! God, jeez, okay. I think you just need a tremendous amount of focus in this fight. Especially to dodge that in all the first phase. Fucking... Trust me, this is a lot better when you have full armor set. You missed. Fuck. Okay, we got it. Also, have a nice little listen to the boss theme. This is probably my favorite boss theme in the entire X series, along with X7 and X8's boss theme. But this is even better. I love this theme with a passion. And I'm dead again. Yay. Alright, before we continue. Call me a baby all you want.
Ready.
And also, notice that big old weapon in the background. That becomes very handy in the next game. Which, by the time I even bring that up in an X5, you all probably will forget about it. Haha, you missed. Jeez, how gracious of him to make himself an easier target. And you just keep dodging his web like that. It just takes a little bit of focus, I'd say. Now watch how much harder this gets when we're using Zero. Now, the weapon he's weak to, which since I can't use right now, because we don't have any weapons, is a little weapon called the Twin Slashers, which is Slash Beast's weapon. And he's kind of like, with this little multiply attack, whatever the hell you want to call it, it's kind of like that one boss from Mega Man X1. The Bow Spider, I believe it's called, even though this guy's way better than the Bow Spider will ever be, I don't care. That boss sucks ass. And notice how his little web attack seems a lot easier to dodge now in this phase. And one thing that kind of could confuse some people about this phase is that his big-ass electro web in the background looks like it can hurt you, but it's in the background, not the foreground, so it can't hurt you. Even though it definitely looks like it should and could. But that is Webhead Spider defeated. Let me just take that off of there. And that is our first weapon. And next strikes a pose. A pose that he's, well, had in the first 3 games too, it's just modified quite a bit. You got Lightning Web! Fires a spider net charged with electricity. Can be used to attack wall jump or double jump. Yeah, I've never seen this weapon used in a double jump, I'll be very honest. Alright. And well, I think that shall conclude things for today. That is a nice little taste of how great this game is. In the next episode, in weakness order, our next fight is Split Mushroom. Thank you everybody for watching. If you enjoyed this and you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and follow. And hit the bell button for one of the videos you see on screen right now. I shall be back later on for more Mega Man X4, since this is the greatest of all the X games. Do not miss it, okay? And special thank you to Aaron for joining me once again. See ya all then. Yes, I actually got a shiny Pidgey off screen in my Let's Go Eevee Nuzlocke. You should see the latest episode. But anyhow, see y'all then.